Hello friends, in this part, we will learn how to display issue book data at user side under this library management system. So user can see history of issued book detail like how many book they issued at their dashboard area.
In previous part, we have already learned how to enter book return data under this library management system.
So if you have not seen that part, so first please watch that part for learn how to return book under this library system.
Now for display issued book data on the web page at user dashboard, so for this,
here we have to open this issue book details.php file. And here we have to create one table with id is equal to data tables simple. Here it will use this id attribute value. For initialize JavaScript data tables library, and this library will convert simple HTML table to data tables with searching and pagination feature.
Under this table, we have to create
table header tag, and under this, we have to open and close table row tag.
And between this tag, we have to create 6
table head with text like book ISBN number, book name, issue date, return date, fines and status. After this, here we have to create one table footer tag, and under this tag, we have to create one table row tag.
And between this tag, we have to create 6
table head tag with text like book ISBN number, book name, issue date, return date, fines and status.
And below this, we have to create
table body tag, and under this tag, we will fill this table with dynamic issue book data. So for this, here in PHP script, we have to write $query variable is equal to select star from issue book table. After this, for join second table, here we have to write inner join book table, and under join condition, we have to write on book table dot book ISBN number is equal to issue book dot bookid, so this query will fetch data from this two table. Then after in where condition, we have to write where issue book dot user id is equal to $session user id variable value.
And for sorting of data,
so here we have to write order by issue book table dot issue book id in descending order. So here our query is ready for fetch issue book data. Now here we have to write $statement variable is equal to $connect variable with prepare method, and under this method, we have to write $query variable, so it will make query for execution.
And now for execute
above query, we have to write $statement variable with execute method, so it will execute above query. After this, here we have to write PHP if statement, and under condition, we have to write $statement variable with row count method, so this method will return number of affected by execute above query. So suppose this value is greater than 0, then it will execute if block of code, and under this block, we have to write for each loop, and under condition, we have to write $statement variable with fetch all method as $row variable. So here, this fetch all method will return query execution result in array format. This data we can fetch by this $row variable.
Under this loop, we have to write $status variable is equal to $row book issue
status variable. Below this, we have to write PHP if statement, and under condition, we have to write $status variable is equal to issue. Suppose this condition true, then it will execute if block of code. Under this block, we have to write $status variable is equal to span tag with class is equal to badge and background warning class. Between this span tag, we have to write issue, so it will display issue text with background orange color. After this, we have to write if statement, and under condition, we have to write $status variable is equal to not return. Suppose this condition true, then it will execute this block of code, and under this, we have to write $status variable is equal to span tag with class is equal to badge and background danger class.
And between this span tag, we have to write not return, so it will display not return text with background red color. Next again, we have to write if statement, and under condition, we have to write $status variable is equal to return.
Suppose this condition true, then it will execute this block of code, and under this, we have to write $status variable is equal to span tag with class is equal to badge and background primary class.
And between this span tag, we have to write return, so it will display this return text with background blue color.
Now here we have to write PHP echo statement with open and close table row tag, and between this, we have to create 6 table data tag. In first table column, we want to display book ISBN number, so here we have to write $row book ISBN number variable. In second column, we want to display book name detail, so here we have to write $row book name variable. In third table column, we want to display book issue date and time detail, so here we have to write $row book issue date time variable. In fourth column, we want to display book return date and time data, so here we have to write $row return date time variable. In fifth table column, we want to display book late return finds data, so here we have to write get currency symbol function with $connect variable as parameter, so it will return currency symbol, and after this, we have to write $row book finds variable, so it will display book finds value under this fifth column.
And in last table column, we want to display book issue
status data, so here we have to write $status variable. So on every loop interval, it will display book issue data to user in their dashboard, so here our code is ready. Now we have to check output in browser. So friends, this index page of library management system, and here we can see user login button, so here we have click on user login button. After click on button, here we can see that user login page has been loaded on the web page. Now here we have enter user login detail. And after click on login details, here we have to click on login button. So here user has been logged into system. And after login into system, here user first seen issue book details page has been displayed, and on this page, user can view history of issue book details. In their dashboard, user can see how many book they issued, which book they have returned, and on which book he has to pay fines. All this details user can view into their dashboard also. So in this part, we have learned how to display issue book data into user dashboard, so user can access their issued book data in their dashboard. In next part, we will make analytics of this library management system, so we will be meet in next part.